Well, hey everybody. It's been a minute, eh? Got a little bit of time here. It's December 30th. December 30th, and I thought I'd say hi to everyone. Um, and, just sort of say hi. Wish everyone a Happy New Year. Hope you all had a great Christmas week. It's December 30th, my gosh. Tomorrow's New Year's Eve. Any of y'all out there on a casino weekend? All the best. So I'm just going to I'm working on throwing into the corner here from the stick right side. I'm just around 9 feet away. And it takes a bit for me to kind of get, that was a one. Yeah. It takes a bit for me to kind of get zeroed in. I'm throwing from this side. I'm using a hardware set to start off with. The red die is the right die, the green die is the left die. I haven't practiced for a couple days. Been busy with a few things. And it's that busy holiday time of the year. Let's see. Okay, so we got to get dialed in. I'm looking, show you in a second where my landing spot focuses. Almost there. It's a nice hard way set. I'm trying to land them right about there. As flat as possible. Using my stick right sort of traditional grip. A little better. Oh, again, I'm using that hardware set. So that was on top. That was here. That was a single pitch 9. Nice little toss. Anyway, 2025 is coming to an end. And 2026 is coming up. Obviously. But been kind of thinking about where the craps YouTube almost community is. That was a 2 off axis. As my buddy 10 ton number 1 would say, that it's a lucky accident. For the ATS, get that extreme 2. Anyway, what was I saying? I think the evolution of what folks have been doing on YouTube is really kind of interesting. I've been doing YouTube videos for a long time, and been working on dice control. Pretty good toss. Single pitch. Well, it's a single pitch result. That 2 is on the bottom, so that one double pitched. This one single pitched. There's an interesting, I don't want to say controversy, but discussion out there about how can you call that a single pitch when this one double pitched. And my answer is that is a single pitch result of a hardware set. Okay. So this one's single pitch, this one double pitch. But if but the result is a single pitch based on the way they all started. And we'll kind of leave it at that. It's a positive result for the set, and that's the main thing. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, okay. So, the evolution of the YouTube video stuff. Okay, this is the end of 2025. It was over 5 years ago. What do we got here? We got a one-off axis 4. When I first started all of this, I was new to the whole idea of dice setting and dice control. I had discovered that YouTube was a great resource for learning more about all of it. And I had read and was continuing to read every book I could find on it, and I was using an old pair of canceled casino dice and throwing into a cardboard box and so on and so forth. That was a really nice toss. Woo. Hard way. Those threes were facing to the wall. Those fives were on top. The left one, the red one was the left one. That was a textbook toss. All right, so started watching YouTube to kind of learn more than what I was getting out of the various books I was reading. And, ran into a bunch of content folks at the time. Well, one of the most well-known was, Bone Thor, and there was Dangerous Arm, and there's another guy. I think his handle was Easy Way. And then there was let me start thinking about this. He was primarily a blackjack player, but he started getting into craps. I forget his name, but there was a variety of folks out there, and all of a sudden I realized, hey, there's more than one way than what I've been reading about to make this happen. And from there, I said, okay, I've got to build a rig, and I've got to start really working on these things and listening and learning from all these various people. And one of the dudes, there's a nice one-off axis 5 that was getting into it at the same time, was George out there in Cyprus, the island of Cyprus. That all by itself is kind of a fascinating story. And there was, let me see, same bet. Oh gosh, so many. I can't think of them all right now. And we, started watching each other's videos and commenting back and forth and that sort of jazz. And I think we all learned a lot from each other. There's a one-off axis 8, again, which is the beauty of that hardware set, or a 7-axis set. And after that, not after that, but years went by, and the COVID pandemic hit. And I think a lot of us started relying a lot on our YouTube dice control, dice setting videos and camaraderie and community to stay in touch with each other and keep from going completely bonkers on lockdown BS that happened. I think it's a repeater. I think that was the same number. I forget. I think it's the same number, but I forget whether it was red 2, green 6 or not. So things evolved, and it's changed a lot. It's different now. I think, at least for me, I've stepped back a lot from doing videos on a daily basis, and it's just not the sort of outlet that it was at one time. But I occasionally will do a video. Look at that. Another lucky accident. 2 off axis in the right direction. So I got the 2 before, and I got the 12 for the ATS. I'm not keeping track of that. But that's, if you get those 2, you should hopefully be able to get either a tall or a smaller, maybe all of them. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, here we are coming into 2026. And I think I started, watching dice control videos on YouTube probably, probably around 2016. And so I think I started actually putting them out there, doing my own videos around 2017, something like that. So it's been a really interesting and sort of fun journey, if you will. There's another beautiful 1 off axis box number. There's a 4. So what is my point of all this? My point to all of this is that there is such a thing called dice control. It's based on understanding dice setting or presets, and it's based on repeatable mechanics, throwing the dice in a repeat. There's a nice hard 6 in a way that's consistent and repeatable. When I first learned how to play golf a long time ago, don't play anymore because I got arthritis in my back and stuff. It's just too hard to damn play it. But when I first learned how to play golf, I basically sort of self-taught myself by reading a book by Ben Hogan called I think it was like 5 Fundamentals of Modern Golf, which broke it down, the mechanics of a golf swing. And if you understood those mechanics of that golf swing, you could apply that to any club in the bag and any shot you needed to make on the course, other than putting. And you can do the same thing with dice control. I'm trying to stop saying dice influence. Do the same thing with dice control. It's so similar. Oh, it was a terrible toss. See, I hope you heard me say it was a terrible toss before the result came in. I knew as soon as I threw that it was not a controlled toss. It was a random toss, and we got a 7. That's the first 7 in a while. 14 minutes. Okay, we're going to end this at 15 minutes, and I'm just going to sum up by saying, if you are interested in dice control, dice setting, giving yourself a bit more of an edge or an advantage when you play the game of craps, when you are shooting the dice, keep reading books, keep watching videos. The best people out there right now that I could recommend would be Ed Robinson, Roll to Win, George at George from Cyprus. Listen to Casino Tears podcast. Um, and there are, let me stop and think. Oh gosh, I can't think of, there's about 3 or 4, maybe 5 other dice control influencers out there that really know their stuff and are putting out really great content and good information to watch when you're trying to learn. I mean, the original guys that I watched, they've all stopped. I think Bone Thrower still throws a few things out there here and there. Um, Dangerous Arm is gone. Lord only knows what happened to Dangerous Arm. It's Craft's Master Journey. Yes, Craft's Master Journey. Um, then there's oh gosh, it's Advantage Craps. I think it is Advantage Craps. He's great. Really, you can just tell it. I mean, he's got a very analytical, uh, but his approach is so analytical in terms of the mechanics and whatnot. It's kind of just a beauty to watch his videos and his concepts. And there's others. I can't think of them off the hand right now. But you want to learn how to be an advantage player in terms of controlling the dice and setting the dice and giving yourself an edge from that perspective. Keep watching. Uh, watch watch some of my old videos. Maybe that'll help. I don't know, but don't despair. It takes a while. It takes a while to get to the point where you can go up to a crap table anywhere that any casino you might want to venture into, and quickly you can determine whether or not the table conditions are such that you might be able to exhibit a little bit of control / influence and give yourself an edge. So with that, I will say, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy. Remember, luck's got very little to do with it. And to all of you who are subscribers and have watched me for a while now, wish you a very happy and prosperous 2026. And hopefully, maybe we'll meet up at the table someday. Adios, amigos.